Okay, we're gonna take a look at the farm today. Try to get some feedback, some advice from anyone I can send this video to, because I have realized over the last year and a half that those thousands of hours I spent at college learning accounting, income tax, business ethics, all that nonsense doesn't help you in the real world. When you actually got to get your hands dirty and sell a product or service to someone who wants it, not when the government creates artificial jobs to keep people busy. Anyway, what I realized for most of the farm during the monsoon season, which is about 5 months, you have to elevate your soil. Yesterday I spent all day, about 7 hours, elevating, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows here. It's not easy when it's rock hard clay and you got to hand break up most of the clay chunks. You got to weed it by hand, and you deal with about 9 or 10 fire ants nests that swarm your body and bite you and cause burning pain until you can attract them with some sugary poison to knock them off. Anyway, I got about, I'm gonna say 40 yards here. I call this area 1. We do have a low line area that's kind of useless. It just helps it drain during the season. These raised beds or rows, the first corn is starting to germinate. But this is area 1. Right now it's just pretty much all corn. I got 3 different groups of corn so I can space out the corn harvest. This will probably be all for personal consumption or chicken consumption. Area number 2, the drip irrigation area. We probably grew, I don't know, about 300 melons this year. About half of them just got rotten because it was so wet they could never dry out. We might actually be able to eat that one. That one, moldy one, we'll give it to the chickens. Problem too is the chickens got in here. Chickens have a taste for melon. It's like crack cocaine for a colored boy. You go crazy. You can't get them out. They're fiending. They walk that fence line as soon as the sun sets, trying to get in here to get some of that melon. But corn was also a great success. Probably 400, 450 ears of corn. I sold most of it in the market. It was pretty funny. She was so proud. Everyone came and bought the corn because everyone walks by this road here and sees me working, and they have no faith that a white man can actually do work because my skin's too white. So it was a good selling point. This was falong corn. Well, I do have an area here that's not being utilized very well. I actually threw in my last corn seeds, and the corn actually came in pretty well. But I'll probably just make more raised rows and combine this to the area 2. Area 2 also has this cucumber trellis I put in, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this because this was before I expanded and made area 3 here. Area 3 here, everyone told me nothing will grow because somebody dumped a whole bunch of this really crappy clay. But I'm a believer in enough compost, amend the soil enough, you can grow anything anywhere. So I built these trellises out of PVC and this string. I'm going to try to get these cucumbers to grow vertically. To be honest, the cucumbers don't look very good right now, but we'll see. It's so hard to know in this part of the world. Everything's look bad, and then once those roots can finally penetrate that soil and get down into the soil, they actually recover pretty nicely. These are just Asian long beans. I've replanted several of these holes multiple times. Again, you can actually see one right, maybe you can see one right there. But once it's able to penetrate the soil, it's usually good. It's just getting them to penetrate that soil because the soil's so hard. So my solution to that was, in this low-lying area here that floods, we'll build these raised beds. These are just old corn stalks I'm using for mulch. I'll finish this project today. Because these raised beds, I didn't realize at first, most of the soil's been imported from the forest. I mixed the soil from the forest with compost and burned rice husks, but it drains really fast now compared to this clay, so I wasn't watering it properly. It really needs to be watered 2 times a day. But that's area 3, not finished yet. And area 4 is where I first started, the worst soil I've ever seen in my life. But after 3 years, I am starting to see some improvement Every time I plant a new crop, I dump a bunch of new compost, more rice culls, and I usually do fertilize it. So we're gonna just try some tomatoes here. We'll see if those germinate. More beans. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I got some bush beans here that are actually looking all right. But this is area 4. My main question is I need a crop rotation scheme for the 4 areas. I want to do corn and cucumbers because they both come easily and we can sell both of them pretty easily here. But I want at least 2 more crops. I think I'm going to try more of these Thai melon. I don't really care for the Thai melon. But again, they came real well, but they just rotted because it was so wet. So I'm going to try to put something underneath them, like maybe some rice straw to keep them from molding. If not, they're a good chicken feed supplement because the chickens go crazy for them. But any advice, crop rotation, got to remember this soil is just horrible. It tested, add everything on my soil analysis I got from the Thai University. They basically did not recommend me even growing anything. They wanted me to wait, I think, 15 months after I amended the soil. But I like proving them wrong. It's about science. Science always wins.